Hello, my beautiful people. How you doing? Welcome to my channel, Taste the Divinity. It's your girl, Tastee. I appreciate your visit so much. So if you do me a favor and like and share and comment and subscribe, um, I would greatly appreciate it. So this week we're going to be doing a self-love spread, and the way that I'm going to do these readings for this one is based off of the ones who had the most views for last week. So this is going to be a self-love spread. I'm really excited. I'm going to be asking something you should love about yourself. Where can you be more patient with yourself? Where can you be more kind to yourself? And then the energy to focus on / overall advice. I'm going to pull some chakra cards at the end. We're going to start off with a positive affirmation. And honestly, before we even get started, I feel like self-love is so important, you guys. So for my Aries, I would love if you could just take a time to like legit reflect on yourself and think of 2 things that you love about yourself. It could be small things. So go ahead and list 2 things that you love about yourself. I know you can list way more, especially my Aries. Y'all are just lit. AF. um, so 2 things that I love about myself. I love my work ethic and I love my perseverance. I really, really love my perseverance. So I hope you thought about 2 things that you loved about yourself. You know, if you like the way your booty switch when you walk, you feel me? Anything. Love yourself, baby. You deserve it. So we're gonna start off with a positive affirmation card. It's not going to resonate with everybody who has Aries, who isn't Aries, but the message is intended for whoever it's supposed to be for, so don't force it to your story. Use your intuition when it comes to receiving messages, and check out other signs in your chart. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. So what positive affirmation card would you like to start my Aries off with? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? So we have I am willing to change. And so this says I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. This is really, really beautiful, you guys. It's like really realizing that, you know, you kind of create your reality. You create the feelings that you feel based off the thoughts that you have. So you could literally have a situation, but because of your thoughts, is going to determine whether you're happy with that situation or sad about the situation, and what actions you're going to do because of it, because of your thoughts. And so this is you releasing, you know, just old negative beliefs that you don't deserve this or you don't deserve that, and replacing them with thoughts that no longer stand in your way. Like, I deserve everything in my life to be great. Good things are supposed to happen to me, etc. and etc. So this is really beautiful. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Thank you so very much, Spirit. So can you show me clearly what is something that my Aries should love about themselves? What is something that they should love about themselves? Show me clearly, please. So something you should love about yourself is the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy. So some of y'all can have Sagittarius in your chart, but this literally talks about patience. This talks about decluttering, your ability to be patient with yourself, your ability to declutter. This is literally out with the old and with the new. So this is really cool. It's like releasing old negative beliefs that stand in your way to replace them with new. So I do feel like with this Temperance card being here, like I said, this is your ability to balance out your light and your dark side, to see both sides of things. You see, like this person, for your ability to be honest with yourself about the things that you do need to release, your ability to be patient and honest with yourself about the things that you can work harder at, your ability to be patient with yourself when it comes to bringing an end to certain situations. This also talks about just having a balance in your workplace, self-care. You don't like to truly overextend yourself. So it's just like, you know, yes, I've been doing all this work, but I know I need this day to myself. I really need to. And this is when you're really focused on it, guys. If you're really focused, yeah, you have your self-care routines. You know how to put in work. You know how to still look nice. You know how to go after your goals in life is kind of what I'm getting from this. And you know how to be patient with yourself when it comes to decluttering things. You know how to look at things for what they are and be like, yeah, this is something that needs to be balanced. This is something that needs to be changed. This is something that needs to be decluttered. So that's really cool. Just being honest with yourself about stuff like that. Like, Okay, like whether that's your thought habits, which I do feel like a lot of you guys, it is your thoughts, especially with that positive affirmation card, or just relationships around you, or just situations that you realize, relationships, etc., that you realize just don't necessarily work for you anymore. You're just like, yeah, I'm ready for a new way of doing things. I'm ready for a change. Like, this is not working for me. I need something new, different. So the next card talks about where you can be more patient with yourself at, which is interesting considering the thing that you should love about yourself is your patience. So let's see where you can be more patient with yourself at. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? My Aries can be more patient with themselves at. So we have the Fool card. So this is Aries energy, trusting your intuition when it comes to taking leaps of faith. So I do feel like you're really good at balancing out your light and your dark side. You're really good at seeing, okay, this needs to be changed. However, I do feel like where you need to be patient with yourself is making that change, taking that leap of faith, and realizing, hey, it's going to take some time to build up this new stability. But I do feel like this is like getting excited about you taking new journeys, being excited about you changing your thoughts, being excited about you finally doing things that you love to do. Because I see there's this Ace of Pentacles here with this Hierophant card. So this just talks about, like, you see this Ace of Pentacles, this is something that you're putting in this physical world that's really, really stable. And that Hierophant card just talks about you having faith that you're going to get that new beginning that you want, that Ace of Pentacles, that stable beginning. Whether some of you guys, I see this as you being your own business owner, taking a leap of faith to actually work for yourself. And others of you, this is you like creating a career that's for you. And others of you guys, this is just you just wanting to be more stable financially. But this is like, you're wanting a change. I do feel like a lot of you guys are wanting a change in your job life, a more fulfilling, career or whatever. And I do see here that where you just need to be more patient with yourself is trusting your intuition about where you're being led, trusting your intuition when it comes to taking these leap of faith, trusting your intuition when it comes to you taking actions towards the things that you want to create, and have faith. This is like legit, do not give up on yourself. So you know when things need to be changed. However, it's really difficult for you to be patient with the progress of that change for yourself. So yeah. So the next card talks about where you can be more kind to yourself at. So thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly where my Aries can be more kind to themselves? And the Fool card also just talks about, being patient with yourself about foolish decisions that you've made in the past. Like, yes, sometimes you acted off of impulse. Yes, sometimes you allowed for your emotions to get the best of you, but forgive yourself, because that's the only way anyone else can forgive you. Take the lesson that you were supposed to learn and literally just grow. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes is how we learn, literally. So, don't beat yourself up for certain mistakes that you've made. And just be patient with your own learning process. Be patient when it comes to, oh yeah, my intuition did tell me about that, but I didn't necessarily listen to that. Now I understand what that feeling was. So next time when I'm in that environment, I know that feeling is telling me to do this, type of thing. So be patient with yourself when it comes to you learning what your intuition is telling you, because your intuition is guiding you. Your intuition is guiding you to take this leap of faith, and you are going to be caught. But you have to be patient with yourself when it comes to starting that brand new beginning, and even trusting in your own skills that you have everything that you need to create the reality that you want. So let's see. The next card talks about where you can be more kind to yourself. Can you show me clearly, please, here, where my Aries can be more kind to themselves at? Oh, baby. 3 cards came out. I'm going to take it for y'all. So this is interesting. We got the Wheel of Fortune card, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Tower card. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing. Look, balancing out your light and your dark side, feeling on top of things. This talks about learning your lessons. This talks about healing your heart. And that Tower card is the ending. So it kind of goes hand in hand what I was talking about with the mistakes. Being kind to yourself about certain things that have ended. Where, like I said, just take the lesson. Everything was a lesson to be learned. With this Wheel of Fortune card saying, hey, this is it's all a part of what's supposed to happen. Go with the flow, handle obstacles when they happen. Understand that there's a lesson to be learned through anything. Whenever there are endings taking place, it's because the foundation wasn't weak. And don't think of endings as a bad thing. Think of it as a chance to reinvent yourself. So I do feel like what they're saying, we should be more kind to yourself, is when it comes to you going through these tower moments, that's like you losing things, losing your job, losing friends, losing relationships, losing a part of yourself. Making sure you are healing yourself, making sure you're giving yourself enough time to put your heart back in your chest, aligning your chakras, resting. You know, when it comes to these endings, but do not let these endings stop you. Don't let them, don't, and do not do not not I don't know if it makes sense, but make sure you take the lesson that was like, understand why the tower moment happened, understand, you know, why the foundation was weak, understand why things ended. You know, I do feel like for the most part it's because your heart isn't in it, or because, you know, there's something within you that you had to rest, or something within you that you had to align. Maybe it's a certain belief in yourself. But with that Four of Swords, it usually just talks about retreating, you know, retreating your energy, healing yourself, you know, so that you can actually build better foundations for yourself. So making sure you're taking a lesson that's supposed to be learned, being kind to yourself when it comes to you learning that lesson, and then just appreciating the lesson, and understand, because, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune card, it talks about someone who goes through cycles, and it's like you're like wondering, you know, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep going through this? It's because there's a lesson to be learned. And so understand that, realize that what lesson is supposed to be learned. What action do I not have, am I not supposed to repeat, so that this will not happen again? These are feelings that I'm feeling. I don't necessarily like these feelings. So if I go through this situation again, how can I change my perception? What actions can I change? What thought patterns can I change? I'm willing to change, you know, in order for this situation to not happen again, or even if it does happen again, in order for me not to feel this way, to where I won't feel stagnant, to where I won't feel like I can't take actions. And being kind to yourself, you guys, it's okay that things ended. I do feel like some of you guys, this is like some sort of business project that you wanted, and you was really wanting for it to be successful, but it was not as successful as you would like, and that really hurt your heart, and it kind of made you scared to really take that leap of faith on yourself again. Or some of you guys, is legit just your own thought patterns of taking this leap of faith. You know, can I really work for myself? Will people support me? Blase this and blase that. And so, you know, this is just you being kind with yourself. It's like, yeah, things will most definitely not work out if you do not believe that. So it's just like, even if you do take that leap of faith, you have to make sure your thought patterns are going along with you when it comes to you. Like, yes, people will support me. Yes, I deserve this. Yes, my products are worthy, you know, so that you won't end up self-sabotaging yourself, by thinking you don't deserve it, or lowballing yourself, or overworking yourself. You know, understand what you bring to the table. Ultimately, is kind of what I'm feeling from that. So let's see what they say you should focus on, and slash or your overall advice. Understanding your skills, understanding what you bring into the table, and taking the lessons that you're supposed to learn, and just being kind to yourself. Do not beat yourself up for these endings, things that have not worked out. Just know that every situation you go through is literally just supposed to help you understand things about yourself, to where you can become your better self. So let's see if they say energy you should focus on, slash overall advice. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? What energy should my Aries focus on, slash their overall advice? So we have the Seven of Swords, you guys. This talks about deceptive energy. This talks about lying, cheating, stealing, you know, just not doing things with integrity. I do feel like this is more or less deceiving yourself, you know, not being honest with yourself about maybe certain things that you do need to walk away from, certain things that you feel that just no longer satisfy you. With that Eight of Cups, certain things that you're giving your power to. Like this Eight of Cups, that could be, you know, things that have left you, and slash are things that you have left that you're giving your power to. And these could be a lot of things, you guys. It could be jobs. It could literally be an old version of yourself. It could be be certain relationships, you know, that just no longer push you to being your best self. They no longer serve the level that you're at. We all go to different levels, you guys, and you notice as you grow and as you change, your environment will grow and change with you. And so certain people are just not going to resonate with you anymore. Certain jobs are not going to resonate with you anymore. And it does not mean it's a permanent thing, baby, because they grow too. And as other people grow, then they will legit fall back into your path when it's time. But you can't be stagnant because other people don't want to grow with you. Because, you know, and then also just settling, you know, settling for a job, et cetera, et cetera. So I do feel like what they're telling you to focus on is just continue to be honest with yourself, do things with integrity. You see these signs with these crows here. There are signs here literally letting you know, like, hey, this is not the path. You know, you get these feelings. It's not the path you want to head down. These are not the thoughts you want to have. This is not what you want to create for yourself. And so it's just like not feeding into deception, whether that's from other people around you are within yourself, not deceiving others as well, making sure you're doing things with integrity. So yeah. Let's go ahead and start pulling your oracle cards. We're going to start off with the chakra card. So thank you so very much, Spirit. So what chakra card would you like to give my Aries concerning release, but things that they should love about themselves? Please, Spirit. Okay. So we have impartiality, you guys. This is beautiful. This talks about your conscious actions, being aware of the conscious choices that you're making, and just using that to bring more spiritual magnetism into your life. So impartiality says this is not a time for personal shine, but to allow for others to come forth with their own gifts. You may find yourself in the role of a neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own role and their own answers. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased for now. Impartiality says, I quietly listen, allowing for you to color your own palette. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Neutral positions, allowing things to unfold, standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication, guide open-mindedness, and fairness. So kind of what I'm getting from this, it's just realizing that we all do what's best for us and allow for other people to do what's best for them. It's like not taking things so personally. It's kind of what I'm getting from this within your own personal situation and the things that's happening in this world as well. Overall, people do their best with what they know that they are aware of as far as their trauma and et cetera, and et cetera. So, you know, not being so judgmental on other people, and then just understanding, you know, where they're coming from. And so now we're going to do the Work Your Life Oracle, and then we're going to wrap things up. So what messages do you have for my Aries? I want 2 of them, please. Okay, so we have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And that's really beautiful, you guys. And it goes with the impartiality, because that is a leader. You know, it's most definitely someone who's a leader. And with leaders develop other leaders. Leaders are different from bosses, you guys. Leaders, they work with, you know, so they're working with people, they're growing with people, and they're understanding that people can grow. So they have to be patient. They have to be patient with people growing themselves. They have to be patient with themselves. You know, this could you being the leader of your own life. You know, so it's just like being patient with yourself, like you would be patient with other people and their own growth process, and et cetera, and et cetera. And then we also have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And that's so crazy, because both of these go hand in hand, you know, especially with this, where you should be more patient with yourself, as you taking that leap of faith, trusting that you have everything you need to create the life that you want. Asking yourself, no longer deceiving yourself, are you okay with the life that you're living? You know, are you truly loving yourself the way that you deserve to? Are you truly seeing all the talents and the skills that you have? So with that being said, I love y'all so much, and I hope this message resonated for whoever this supposed to resonate for. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.